Have you heard of the Drax Power Station? Drax Power Station, I believe it's in Nottinghamshire, Derbyshire type area. And it's basically one of the biggest power stations in the UK, produces quite a lot of our energy capacity. And it's been converted. It used to be a gas power station, gas and coal-fired power station, I believe. And it took its coal from sort of the Nottinghamshire, Derbyshire, South Yorkshire sort of coalfields, all within 25, 30 miles of it. Drax now runs by burning wood pellets, and those wood pellets mostly are imported from Canada and North America. Those pellets are made from large forest areas that are cut down in Canada and North America. So supposedly good for the environment because it's not using gas or coal, but burns wood instead, which causes deforestation in North America. So there's some questions to be asked about that. But one of the biggest questions to be asked is cost. Drax received and continues to receive huge subsidies from the government. And Ed Miliband, I believe, today is trying to push through a new bill to continue and increase those subsidies to Drax, the company that runs it, and the power station itself. And just to put that into perspective, gas that was produced previously used to cost £74 per megawatt hour of energy. Drax costs, I think it's £154 per megawatt hour of energy. So it's costing more than double the cost of gas, more than double. How is that even slightly cost effective? We're subsidising the importation of forests being chopped down in Canada and North America, then put on ships, sailed all the way across, presumably to Liverpool or Glasgow maybe, and then driven in lorries or put on trains down to Drax in Nottinghamshire, and then burned to produce the energy that we need. And that is costing us more than twice what we were previously paying for the production of energy, which was coming from gas or coal. And that apparently is both good for the environment and cost effective. Really? Does that make any logical sense to any of you? Number one, I'd question whether that's a renewable source of energy. Okay, trees do regrow, so it's renewable in that sense, but it's causing deforestation. If you chop down huge swathes of forest, then A, that looks terrible, B, it's bad for the environment, and C, forests are one of the best, and trees are one of the best absorbers of CO2 in the atmosphere. So by chopping down those forests, you're actually leading to more CO2 in the atmosphere because those trees would have absorbed a great deal of CO2 and they're no longer there. You're then presumably using shitloads of fuel to transport it from the forests in Canada to ports in Canada and North America, shitloads more fuel to put it on ships which sail across the Atlantic, then more energy to transport it, whether that's by road or train, to Drax, and then you're burning those trees, and all of that is costing double. Please, someone who maybe knows this industry better than me, explain to me how that makes any logical sense, either from an environmental perspective, a CO2 emissions perspective, or a cost perspective. Explain it to me. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm missing something here. But those are the facts I've seen. Those are the costs that I've seen. And I believe Ed Miliband, as I say, and the government are trying to push through today in Parliament further subsidies for Drax Power Station. Double the cost. And is it environmentally friendly? You tell me.